Today we're taking a look at the Houston Rockets vs Orlando Magic match, which is happening on Sunday, April 18, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Last time out for the Houston Rockets, 14-42, they were defeated by the Denver Nuggets 128-99 on Friday night, which was their 10th loss in their last 11 games. The Orlando Magic, 18-38, last played on Friday as well, and they lost to the Toronto Raptors 113-102, which was 7th loss in their last 8 games. The Rockets and Magic meet for the second time this season. Houston defeated Orlando 132-90 in the last matchup way back in January. Houston was favored by -7 points in that contest, and the game total closed at 222 points. As of Saturday night, the Orlando Magic are a -1 point favorite against the Rockets for Sunday night's game. So here's my first betting suggestion for that game. Orlando has a mark of 18-38 so far this year. As an offense, the Magic are connecting on 43.1% from the field, which has them ranked 30th in the league. Orlando has scored 5,839 points for the campaign, 104.3 per game, and they grabbed 45.6 rebounds per game. They are earning an assist 22.4 times per game, 27th in the NBA, and they turned it over 12.9 times per contest. The Magic are responsible for committing 16.8 fouls per contest, and they go 77.5% from the charity stripe. The Magic on the defensive end are ranked 18th in the league in PPG, given up with 112.0. They have conceded 25.9 dimes and 46.4 boards per contest, which is 25th and 25th in the league. The Orlando defense surrenders 37.4% on shots from beyond the perimeter, 777 of 2,077, and their opponents are knocking down 78.9% of their foul shots. They are forcing their opponents into 12.92s every game and have allowed teams to shoot 47.0% from the floor. I'm not running to the window to back either of these teams, as they get smoked more times than not and they don't cover numbers. The Houston Rockets are losing their last 5 games by an average of 15.2 points, while the Orlando Magic are losing their last 5 games by an average of 13.4 points. It's ugly. However, with that said, the Rockets at least have NBA caliber players on the court, while the Magic are a gutted roster waiting for the season to end. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Houston Rockets -3. The Houston Rockets are 14-42 overall and are dead last in the Western Conference standings. When Houston travels, they are only 7-21 when playing on the road. Over the last 10 games, the Rockets are only 1-9 and have allowed opponents to score an average of 122.3 points per game. The Houston Rockets played the Denver Nuggets and took a loss by a final of 128-99 in their last game. Houston ended the game having earned a 44.2% field goal percentage, 38 of 86, and buried 11 of their 35 three-point shots. At the free throw line, the Rockets knocked down 12 of their 18 tries for a rate of 66.7%. In regard to hauling in boards, they collected a total of 35, with 8 of them being offensive. They also doled out 23 dimes in this contest while forcing 9 turnovers and earning 7 steals. Pertaining to defending, Houston let their opponent shoot 48.9% from the floor on 46 of 94 shooting. Denver doled out 22 assists and had 11 steals for this game. Furthermore, Denver snagged 54 rebounds, 18 offensive, 36 defensive, and added 3 blocked shots. Denver ended up going 87.1% when shooting free throws by making 27 of their 31 attempts. They knocked down 9 of 31 tries from beyond the arc. Kelly Olynyk is a guy who was a major contributor for the matchup. He ended up walking away with 23 points on 10 out of 14 shooting. He played 27.05 mins and collected 6 rebounds. Olynyk finished shooting 71.4% from the field and also recorded 2 assists. One more player that was a major factor in this matchup for the Rockets was Jae'Sean Tate. He snagged 5 rebounds in 51.52 minutes on the basketball court. He ended up going 69.2% from the floor for this game by shooting 9 of 13, 21 points. When the time ran out, Tate earned 5 assists. Houston steps onto the hardwood with a record of 14-42 for the campaign. They have an average of 108.1 points per contest, 24th in the league, on 44.2% from the floor. The Rockets are shooting 33.6% on three-point attempts, 752 of 2,237, and 74.0% from the charity stripe. As a team, Houston is snagging 42.4 rebounds per game and is sitting with 1,292 assists so far this year, which ranks 25th in the NBA in terms of passing. They are turning it over 14.6 times per game and as a squad are committing 19.7 fouls every game. When they are on defense, the Rockets are forcing 14.9 turnovers every game and they draw 19.7 personal fouls. They rank 20th in basketball in allowing assists to the opposition with 1,398 conceded on the campaign. The Rockets defensively are giving up an opponent field goal percentage of 47.2%, 834 of 1,101, and they relinquish 47.9 boards per contest as a squad. They concede 38.0% from beyond the arc and they are ranked 27th in the NBA in opponents' points per game, 115.0. The Orlando Magic are 18-38 overall and are in 14th in the Eastern Conference standings. Orlando is 10-19 in home games this season. Over the last 10 games, the Magic are 3-7, averaging a pedestrian 104.1 points per game while letting their opponent score an average of 116.7 points per game. On Friday, the Magic faced off against the Toronto Raptors and lost by 11 points after leading at the intermission 51-47. Orlando was outscored 38-19 to start the third quarter and the Raptors were able to control the game and eventually won by a final of 113-102. In their last game, the Orlando Magic walked away from this one with a loss by a score of 113-102 against the Toronto Raptors. The Magic earned 29 defensive rebounds and 6 offensive rebounds, totaling 35 for this game. They gave up possession of the ball 10 times, while getting 8 steals in this matchup. The Raptors committed 24 personal fouls in the matchup, which got the Magic to the charity stripe for a total of 34 shots. They were able to convert 24 of those for a percentage of 70.6%. With respect to three-point shots, Orlando converted 8 out of 23 tries, 34.8%. When the final whistle was blown, the Magic walked away from this one shooting 35 out of 77 from the floor, which had them shooting 45.5%. The Magic allowed the Raptors to convert 41 out of their 82 tries from the field, which gave them a shooting percentage of 50.0% in the game. They went 40.0% from distance by hitting 14 out of 35 and finished the contest at 17 out of 18 from the free throw line, 94.4%. In reference to attacking the glass, Orlando allowed Toronto to collect 42 overall, 8 on the offensive glass. Wendell Carter ended up being a factor for the Magic in this game. He made 8 out of 12 in the matchup for a rate of 66.7% and tallied 9 rebounds. Carter scored 20 points in his 31-33 minutes of playing time and earned 1 assist for this game. Someone else that was pivotal for Orlando was Cole Anthony. He came away with 5 dimes in 29.06 minutes on the court, and he knocked down 6 of 12 from the floor. Anthony finished going 50.0% from the floor in addition to collecting 19 points and 7 total rebounds. Terrence Ross has been steady all year for the Magic, averaging 15.6 points per game. Since joining the Magic, Wendell Carter Jr. has scored in double figures in all but 2 games. In April, Carter Jr. has averaged 15.7 points per game. Cole Anthony had 15 points the last time against Houston, and he is averaging 11.3 points per game on the season. So here's my second betting suggestion for that game. The Rockets are 5-11 ATS in their last 16 road games and 18-42 ATS in their last 60 games overall. The Magic are 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games following an ATS loss and 9-4 ATS in their last 13 games following a straight-up loss. The over is 4-1 in Rockets' last 5 overall. The over is 7-2 in Magic last 9 overall. The Rockets are 7-15 ATS in the last 22 meetings. The Orlando Magic need a win after losing 11 of their last 15 games. The Orlando Magic are averaging 104.3 points on 43.1% shooting and allowing 112 points on 47% shooting. Terrence Ross is averaging 15.6 points and 3.4 rebounds, while Wendell Carter Jr. is averaging 14.5 points and 2 assists. Cole Anthony is the third double-digit scorer, and Dwayne Bacon is grabbing 3 rebounds. The Orlando Magic are shooting 34.8% from beyond the arc and 77.5% from the free throw line. The Orlando Magic are allowing 37.4% shooting from deep and are grabbing 45.6 rebounds per game. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.